Hi everyone, let's dive deeper into creating our digital story, from mew to hiss. Patches learns the S with Sly. Imagine this. Patches, a fluffy, curious kitten, is venturing into the deep woods, practicing his S sounds. Suddenly, he encounters Sly, a friendly, slithering snake, who's also quite the S enthusiast. They decide to become friends and learn together. How cool is that? Today, we're going to make this story come to life in Scratch. First of all, we're going on setting the stage for a friendly chat between two characters. Here's how it'll work. We'll put Patches and Sly in a beautiful woods background. Think of it as setting the stage for a little play. Then the two characters start the conversation. When we click the green flag, that's our start button. Sly, being a super polite snake, will say hello first. Then, Patches, our friendly cat, will wait patiently and reply. We should pay attention to taking turns. Just like in a real chat with friends, they'll take turns talking. We'll code them to have a back-and-forth conversation. So, get ready to code a fun chat between Patches and Sly in their woods meeting. Ready to start coding? Let's jump into Scratch. First, building our woods stage. Look down at the bottom right corner of your Scratch screen. See that little icon that looks like a picture frame? That's our Choose a Backdrop button. Click it, and a world of backgrounds will appear. We need a forest, so look for the Outdoors category. Scroll through until you find a background that looks like an inviting woods. Click on it, and poof! Our stage is set. Second, bringing our characters to the stage. Right next to the backdrop button is the Choose a Sprite button, which looks like a cat's head. Click it. The sprite library will open, filled with all sorts of characters. Navigate to the Animals category. Find Patches, the adorable cat, and Sly, the sleek snake. Click on each of them to add them to your stage. Now we have our actors. Now let's direct our actors into a suitable positioning and direction to chat. Our characters need to be in the right place to have a conversation. Click on each sprite and drag them around the stage until they're facing each other. If Patches, the cat, is facing the wrong way, go to the upper left corner of the screen, select the Costumes tab. You will see the costumes for the cat. Click the Flip Horizontal button. Now Patches is facing Sly. Perfect. They're ready to talk. Let's get started with the programming. We'll begin with coding Sly's part. Click on Sly's sprite to select him. Now, we'll write his script. Go to the Events blocks, the yellow ones on the left side of the screen, and drag out the When Green Flag Clicked block. This is our starting point. Next, go to the Looks blocks, the purple ones, and drag out the Say Hello for 2 seconds block. Click on the Hello text and change it to something Sly says. Good morning. Click the green flag at the top of the stage to test it. Look, Sly says his line. It's excellent. Let's code Patches' response. Now, click on Patches' sprite in the bottom right corner to code him. Just like before, drag out a When Green Flag Clicked block from Events. Then, drag out a Say Hello for 2 seconds block from Looks, and change Hello to what Patches says. Oh. Good morning, Sly. I was just enjoying the quiet. Click the green flag. They're talking at the same time. Oh no. We want the cat Patches to wait patiently for Sly to finish before chiming in. We need to choreograph the conversation to make them take turns. Patches should wait patiently for Sly to finish speaking. How to make the cat wait? From the Control blocks, the orange ones, drag out a Wait 1 second block and place it before the Say block in Patches' code. Go back to Sly's code. Now, check Sly's Say block. It says, for 2 seconds. So, go back to Patches' code and change the Wait block to Wait 2 seconds. Now, Patches will wait for Sly to finish his 2-second speech before saying his own line. Let's give the program another test run. Just click the green flag. Look, it's working perfectly now. Following our story, we will expand the dialogue and add more lines to make them chat about the phonics S. For Sly, add another wait 3 seconds block and another say for 3 seconds block. Change the text to something Sly says next. Quite a lovely morning for sounds, wouldn't you say? For Patches, add another say for 3 seconds block. Change the text to Patches' response, sounds. What kind of sounds? Remember, the wait time should match the say for time of the other character. To make sure our code is running smoothly, we'll be testing and making adjustments along the way. Keep clicking the green flag to run your program and see how the conversation flows. If the timing feels off, adjust the wait times until the characters talk smoothly and naturally. Make sure the words and actions match the story you are trying to tell. You've done an amazing job, everyone. You've successfully coded a delightful conversation between Patches and Sly. Remember, coding is like storytelling. You're giving life to your characters and creating a world for them to interact in. Keep exploring, keep experimenting, and keep having fun. Alright, everyone, we've done a part of the story coding about from Mew to Hiss. Patches learns the S with Sly. Now, let's make sure we save our hard work so we can come back to it later. Look up at the very top left corner of your Scratch interface. You'll see a menu bar with options like File, Edit, and Tutorials. Locate the File option. It's usually the first one. Click on File. A drop-down menu will appear, revealing a list of actions you can take. Choosing Save to your computer. Within the drop-down menu, you'll find various options related to saving and loading projects. Select the option labeled Save to your computer. This tells Scratch that you want to save your project as a file on your local device. Click on Save to your computer. A File Explorer or Finder window will open, allowing you to choose where to save your project. Naming your project file. The File Explorer or Finder window will display a text field where you can enter the name of your file. Let's give our project a clear and descriptive name, so it's easy to find later. For example, type in lesson1_patches and sly_s_sounds. It's good practice to use underscores or hyphens instead of spaces in file names, as this can prevent potential issues in some systems. Make sure you know where you are saving the file. Look at the top of the window, or the path displayed. Choose a folder you will remember. Selecting the save location. Once you've selected the desired folder, locate the Save button in the bottom right corner of the window. Click on the Save button. Your Scratch project will now be saved as a SB3 feed file, the standard file format for Scratch 3, in the chosen location. Opening a saved Scratch project, bringing your work back to life. Returning to the File menu. Just like before, go to the top left corner of your Scratch interface and click on the File menu. Selecting Load from your computer. In the drop-down menu, find and select the option labeled Load from your computer. This tells Scratch that you want to open a project file from your computer. Click on Load from your computer. A File Explorer or Finder window will open, allowing you to browse your computer's files. Locating your saved project file. In the File Explorer or Finder window, navigate to the folder where you saved your Scratch project. Find the file with the name you gave it, like lesson1_patches and link to sly_s_sounds.sb3. Selecting and opening the project file. Click on the project file to select it. Locate the Open button in the bottom right corner of the window. Click on the Open button. Your saved Scratch project will now open in the Scratch editor, and you can continue working on it. The importance of saving and opening. Saving and opening your Scratch project is important for your coding. Preserving your creative efforts. Saving your projects ensures that you don't lose your hard work and creative ideas. Facilitating collaboration and sharing. Saved projects can be easily shared with friends, family, or classmates, allowing for collaboration and feedback. Enabling iteration and improvement. Saved projects can be opened and edited at any time, allowing you to refine your code, add new features, and improve your projects over time. Building a portfolio. Saving your projects allows you to build a portfolio of your Scratch creations, showcasing your coding skills and progress. By mastering the art of saving and opening your Scratch projects, you'll be well on your way to becoming a skilled and organized Scratch coder. Alright, let's take a moment to review the key concepts we covered today. Program flow. In essence, program flow is the roadmap that a computer follows when running a program. It is the order of code operations. The most important thing we learned today is how the order of your code blocks matters. It's like a recipe. If you mix the ingredients in the wrong order, the final dish won't turn out right. We talked about how Scratch programs start when the green flag is clicked. This is the go signal for your code. Then, we followed the sequence of events with our character, Sly the Snake. We saw that Sly said his first line. The program paused for 2 seconds. Sly said his second line. And then, the program finished. This step-by-step sequence is called the program flow. Think of it like a flowchart, where each block leads to the next. Why order matters. We also saw what happens when the order is wrong. Remember when we put the wait block before the say block? That messed up the timing of Sly's speech. This shows us that even a small change in the order of your blocks can change the entire outcome of your program. So, when you're coding in Scratch, always pay close attention to the order of your blocks. It's crucial for creating the effects you want. Key takeaway. The order of your Scratch blocks determines the sequence of actions in your program. Careful planning and attention to detail are essential for creating successful Scratch projects. By understanding these concepts, you'll be well on your way to creating more complex and engaging Scratch projects. Okay, let's recap what we've learned and get you set for some fun coding. Expanding your Phonics story after class, please. Because scripting is key. Remember, a good story starts with a solid script. So, your first task is to write out the rest of your Phonics story. Think about what happens next, what your characters say, and how the story unfolds. For those who want extra practice, you can use the class example. I've shared that script with you, and it's a great way to practice how dialogue flows and how characters interact. When you write your script, think about things like character emotions, how are they feeling, pauses and pacing, where should there be silences, sound effects, where can you add sounds to enhance the story. Then coding the dialogue. We'll be using Scratch blocks to animate their conversations. Specifically, we'll focus on these block categories. Looks. This is where you'll find blocks to change how your characters look. You can make them say things, change their costumes, and even adjust their size. For example, use the say for seconds block to make your characters talk. Control. This category lets you control the flow of your program. You'll use blocks like wait seconds to create pauses between lines, and repeat blocks to make actions happen multiple times. Events. These blocks trigger actions. The when green flag clicked block starts your program, and you can use when this sprite clicked to make characters respond to clicks. Here are the tips for great dialogue. Make sure the timing of your dialogue matches the voice recordings. Use different costumes to show character expressions. Experiment with sound effects to add atmosphere. Getting help. Email support. If you get stuck or have any questions, don't worry. Just send me an email. Please be specific in your email. Tell me what you're trying to do. What's not working? If possible, include a screenshot of your Scratch project. I will answer your emails as soon as possible. Practice and experiment. The best way to learn Scratch is to play around with the blocks. Don't be afraid to try new things and see what happens. Save your work often. That way, you won't lose your progress. I'm excited to see what amazing stories you create. Have a fantastic time coding, and I'll see you all in our next class.